Hello, guys. I'm back again. In today's topic, I'm going to be talking about parenting. In life, things are not always going to be rosy. You know, sometimes there must be storms and life difficulties. You know, and most times these storms and difficulties are inevitable. We cannot avoid them. Okay. But before I dive into the main topic for today, I would like to start with a story. Okay? Don't get confused with the story because I'm going to connect this story with the main topic for today. Okay? So sit tight and listen. Okay? In the story, there was two neighbors. These neighbors, they both had gardens in their backyard. Okay, they both had gardens and they planted some, there were plants in the garden and they were taking care of it. So I'm going to name the garden owners, Mr. A and Mr. B, so that it will not be confusing. Okay, so Mr. A was always watering his plant. He waters his plant on a daily basis. Okay, while Mr. B, on the other hand, was not watering his plants. Okay, he was not watering his plants on a daily basis. He was always giving intervals before he waters his plant. He might water his plant like maybe sometimes 3 times a week, 4 times a week, but he was not consistent with it. All right, but Mr. A was always watering his plant. So things were going on. They were doing fine. All the plants were good. You know, they were nice and good looking and all that. Then one day, a big storm happened in the city, which swept the city. The storm brought down trees and everything, like almost all the trees and plants in the city were destroyed by the storm. So in one of the gardens, all the plants were destroyed. All the plants were destroyed, and the other garden, the plants were still standing firm and strong. You know, so the plant that were destroyed belongs to Mr. A, the one that was always watering his plants on a daily basis to make sure they are doing well. While the ones that were still standing firm belongs to Mr. B, the one that don't water his plant on a daily basis, the one that was always the one that was giving intervals before he waters his plant. So Mr. A's plant were completely destroyed, all of them. They were destroyed, and Mr. A was devastated. All right, Mr. A was devastated. All right, so and Mr. A went to Mr. B, said, "Bro, what happened? All my plants are destroyed, and yours, they are still standing firm. Nothing happened to your plants. How did you do it? Please, please advise, like, tell me about it. How did you do it?" Then Mr. B laughed. He laughed and told him that I always, like, I don't water my plants all the time. I always give them that space so that they can be strong on their own, so that they can develop their own strength, you know, to look for nutrients on their own. So that way they will dig down in the soil to look for water on their own. In that process of digging down, in that process of digging down in the ground, it will make them stronger, right? Because the more the veins go underneath the ground, the more the plants will become stronger and firm. Okay? Mr. A was very surprised. He was perplexed, you know, and he said to himself, like, how did he not know this, right? And Mr. B was there, you know, smiling and all that. But now he realized his mistake, okay? So that is the end of the story. So now I want to connect the story to the main topic for today, which is parenting, all right? You know, like our children, they always ask us for something, you know, and as parents, we will love to give those things to them, you know, we love to take care of them, right? But we must all learn as parents not to always give whatever our children ask from us, not to always give them. Why? This is not to punish them. This is not to be wicked to them. This is not to um, this is not to punish them. Like I said, this is to teach them that it is not always it is not all the time that they ask for something that they will always get it. You know, that way they will develop strength on their own to do things for themselves. You know, they will not always think that things are always easy to get. Okay? So, whenever they ask us for something, we should learn to say no sometimes. Okay? I know most times we can give to them. All right? Most times we can give to them, but sometimes we must learn to say no so that they can grow on their own and develop their own strength. Okay? So that they will have an understanding that in life it is not all what people ask for that they get, you know. So that is what it is. So we should not always give them what they ask for. We should learn to say no sometimes, okay? So that they can be strong on their own, so that they can develop their own strength, they can develop their own skills to grow on their own. Like those plants that were in Mr. B's garden that stood firm even after the storm. Okay, so if we don't bring them up like that, they will not be able to withstand the storms of life when they occur. So we must train them up the way they can be able to withstand life challenges. Okay. Okay, that is all I wanted to tell you guys today, that we should be cautious of how we bring up our children so that they will not become lazy, so that they will know how to stand on their own and do things for themselves. Okay, which will make them strong. Okay, so that is the end of the topic for today. Um, if you after watching this video and you find it interesting, you can like, comment, share, and follow my page for more interesting videos like this. I'm going to let you go. Remain blessed and have a nice day.